Hello everybody, I'm Dr. Anthony.
And Dr. Casen Maria.
Coming to you from Westlake, Ohio. And this month we have a Q&A. And the Q&A topic is?
Nutrition. And we're really excited about all of our questions that all of you have been Instagramming and asking us about. And these are probably the most common questions that we get in practice, and probably our most common Facebook question, and then also Instagram, whether it's ourselves or Dr. Bob, that we get from our videos. So I'm really excited about it. So the first question, Dr. Anthony, is how do I know what product is best for me?
You know what, that's a really great question. And I'm going to answer that two different ways. When working with someone, there's two ways we recommend products. One, therapeutically, meaning based on some type of evaluation, whether that's a lab test, food sensitivity test, nutritional microscopy, hair analysis, any number of the tests that we offer in the office, or there's things that you should do for wellness. So there's yes, you should take a multivitamin. Yes, you should take vitamin D. Yes, you should use fish oil. Yes, you should use a probiotic. So there are many things that you can do for wellness and have a part of your wellness routine, but then there's things that you should be doing therapeutically. So what I would recommend, at minimum, if you're an adult over age 30, you should be getting a yearly blood test and having it evaluated for your nutritional needs, because they change over time based on how your body's changing, what your stress levels are, what you're eating. So there's many times where we'll do some type of testing and it was a guide rail moment for someone that they know that they needed to make a change. But if we could be targeted with our nutrition, we can get really precise results, kind of like a sniper or a scalpel, whereas a lot of times wellness are the things that someone should be doing, and they're they're more broad spectrum. So that's a fantastic question. So how about a question for you? How long should someone take a product for?
So it's really interesting because we have members in our office, and I don't know about you watching us, but they start feeling so fantastic with taking their products. They use up the bottle, and then guess what happens, Dr. Anthony?
They forget about it.
They forget about it, it gets out of their routine, or they say, it worked great. So then when we have their follow-up consultation and it's time to do maybe their 6-month follow-up or their yearly follow-up with their blood chemistry, and we look at it and we say, that's interesting. Aren't you taking, your thyroid support, your B vitamins, your minerals? And they'll share with us, oh, I stopped taking that a long time ago when my bottle ran out. So in regards to how long to take your nutrition, you want to keep taking your current wellness supplementation, or if we're looking at it in a crisis base, you want to keep taking that until you do your follow-up blood chemistry or your follow-up consultation with one of the doctors. And the reason why is a lot of times, especially when it comes to gut issues or SIBO or things that we're working on, thyroid function, you may initially be doing really well, but you can have a relapse if you don't have those nutrients to really get to the root cause. So I would say wait until you do your follow-up blood test, wait until you talk to the doctors, and if you have a question about it, rather than just stopping to take it, just ask us, and that way we can figure out a plan to help to support you, so that way you don't go back into your recent, I would say, crisis or what we were working on with stress.
I think it's really important too, a couple things to keep in mind. Like Dr. Casen mentioned, a lot of gut challenges take a long time to heal. There's acute issues and there's chronic issues. Sometimes a chronic issue can take between 12 and 24 months. And if you haven't already been working on your digestion, it could be you that needs some help in that particular area. When I know that you do this and I do it, when working with someone based on a therapeutic test, we're going to write when we're going to repeat the test. I would always say to someone, do this regime until we repeat the test. In terms of wellness products, many times you can take wellness products indefinitely. Like I've been taking Agrisub since 1996. There's a number of products that I use in my everyday life that I'm taking daily. So wellness products you can definitely use indefinitely, but therapeutic products should be evaluated, I would say, at least once a year with some type of testing, especially lab work. So Dr. Casen, what are some of the brands that you might recommend when it comes to nutrition and why?
Well, in our practice, you'll find Biotics Research Company, which we really love that brand and we stand behind it because these are doctor-specific nutrients. They're highly pure and they are a professional line. Also, they're independently tested. So sometimes when you come into our office, especially when it comes to Biotics products, you might not find a product. Maybe it has been discontinued, maybe it's out of stock based on their testing, or maybe at that time they found a better nutrient, which is also what I really love about Biotics. And you'll start seeing coming up in the next month some newer items, or especially, for example, like cardiolipid. I'm just going to give a shout out to cardiolipid. It's one product, but there's 3 different products are in the bottle. So I think that people now are looking to simplify their nutritional routine, and you might be able to get a better bang for your buck purchasing one item that has multiple effects. So that's what I really love. What are some other brands or products you love, Dr. Anthony?
Well, I know we really like Zorex products. Also, Gaia Herbs Professional line, I would highly recommend them. Dr. Casen and I have been to Gaia Herbs and we've seen their farms and their facilities. They make great products. So those are some of my favorites. I also love the Celtic sea salt and Redmond salt. I love utilizing those in our practice. I know that there's a few products that we use from Standard Process that are really well, but you know what, I would encourage you, if you're going to spend money on nutrition, you want a good product. You don't want to just go and get some type of nutrition that's not good for you and or not a high quality product. I'll give you a quick story. I had our lady recently and she was taking something not from our practice and you could literally see it on her x-ray. And she had shared with me she had just incorporated this new thing and you could see that undigested product on her x-ray. I said, you know what, you should probably discontinue taking that item. So what you put in your body is really, really important. So Dr. Casen, how about, this is a great question. A lot of people want to know about kids and nutrition. Well, for all parents out there, what might you say to someone that's trying to help their kid with nutrition?
Well, number one, make sure with your little ones that they're consuming water, organic, fresh vegetables and proteins. If they are eating and trying new foods, I know in our practice we're certified in pediatrics and pregnancy. So wherever you're watching us, you want to find an ICPA certified chiropractor to help your family grow. I know in our practice also we have like liquid vitamin D. We do have a Aqueous Multi Plus that we love and utilize for a liquid multiple. You know, in regards to with a lot of athletes that we see with kids, like our Bio B100s and other nutrients that we have, like Celtic sea salt, Agricept. Biotics does have some smaller capsules for kids, which with parents we recommend if their kids can't swallow it or crush it up. But really it comes down to a healthy nervous system. And as chiropractors, we work with that every day. And then also the foods you're eating and feeding your children directly impact their spine and their nervous system. So talk to us and let's come up with a plan because every child is a little bit different based on what's going on. Last question, Dr. Anthony. I saved the best for last. What is the magic pill?
That's a great question.
Now you could go a lot of different ways with this one. So
how about the true answer is there's no magic pill. There is hard work and dedication to your health and well-being, and that starts with a routine, good foods, proper nutrition, like Dr. Casen said, getting adjusted. That's the magic pill. So when you put it all together, it works well for you. So again, I'm Dr. Anthony. This is Dr. Casen. Enjoy this month's topic, and we'll see you next month.
Bye.